first time I ever went on a turkey hunt was 2008. And Seth took us on a fantastic hunt. He put us on some birds. He knew where they were. He knew the owners of the properties where we were hunting, and so that was very successful. Everybody got a tom except for myself because I wasn't shooting. I was videoing the hunt. But that experience left me addicted to turkey hunting. I couldn't get over how the first thing in the morning those turkeys gobble at you, and that sound had me hooked. So the next year we go to the same spot, and this year I'm hunting. I'm excited. I've been looking forward to it all year, and we discovered this property up kind of in the same area. Seth drove us around, put us on this property that we deemed Jake land. Neil's brother Jared, he gets a nice little Jake with a 2-inch beard. I wasn't able to hunt turkeys in 2010, so I was a little disappointed and missed it, and had been looking forward to it. So I was especially looking forward to it this year, 2011. And I made specific plans to go up there. Brought Sean with me. We went up to the usual spot.
So spring turkey hunting season. This is my first turkey hunt. I'm super excited about it. The continuation of our series in public land hunting. We're hoping to shoot some nice toms. We should be pretty good spot. We're gonna have a buddy take us that's pretty experienced with turkey hunting. So we should have some success, and the next time we see you, hopefully we've got some gobblers hanging. So see you then.
It's supposed to be rainy this weekend, so I don't know how that's gonna affect their gobbling or anything, but I do anticipate seeing some anyway. And hopefully, more than anything, I kind of want to get Sean on a turkey and let him pull a trigger on it.
Funny because one of Maverick's slogans is "Adventure's first stop," and here we are at Maverick, getting ready to take our turkey hunting adventure. So it's pretty cool.
And what I remembered most about 2009 was Jake land, and so that's kind of where we focused our attention.
We got up a little early this morning, about 5 hours of sleep. It's going to be worth it. First day of my first turkey hunt. Super excited. So hopefully we get back with you with some awesome kills. So we'll see you then.
We set up first thing in the morning in a different spot that we thought was going to produce birds, and we heard gobbles. I think we started calling a little too early because he was roosted and gobbling in the tree, but I think he flew off the other way, maybe towards some real hens. Knowing that the place we like to call Jake land had a few turkeys in it, we decided to go there after our initial morning failure. We were walking around, just hiking a little bit. Seth was calling every now and again.
Yeah.
Hearing anything, and then at one point Seth finally did a real aggressive cut, and turkeys just lit up. Turkeys on fire, gobbling all over the place, and there were some that were real close, and so we had to just kind of hunker down where we were, and it was probably the worst possible spot, or so we thought. We were sitting in some real thick bushes, kind of not really, didn't have a lot of visibility, so we couldn't really tell where the turkeys might come from. We just needed to get down because we knew they were close. So Seth did some more calling. He sat actually 15-20 yards back behind us in case the turkeys hung up 60 yards away from where the call was. Then they would be, you know, well within range for Sean and I. Unfortunately, they quit gobbling, so we couldn't tell where they were. I knew they were still coming, I just didn't know from which direction they might come. And after a few minutes, I look off to my right, just had a feeling I should look, and I see two red heads kind of coming around a bush. Now, I didn't have my gun necessarily ready. We were set up so Sean could shoot. But Sean had lost patience and got up and started walking back towards me. So I didn't have much of a choice. The turkeys noticed him, they started clucking and were about to take off. So I picked up my gun and turned, knocked over my camera in the meantime, didn't get any of it on video, but I, you know, fired. So this is my first tom. My first turkey was a Jake, and you know, I'm proud of him. But this is this guy's got a nice 9-inch beard on him. He's got some inch-long spurs. Check out the fan. This is important. I had to shoot him, well, he was shot 4 times. So he was shot 4 times. We were kind of on a hillside like this. It was actually more up that way, but Sean kind of put himself down here a little bit. I sat up against a tree with the video camera, right? Say, pretend there's a tree right here. And Seth was back behind us 30 yards calling, and they were gobbling like crazy, just crazy. There's 3 gobblers. So I'm sitting against the tree, and Sean's down here kind of looking for it, because I'm sure they were out here in this meadow, and I hear them off to my right, and they're coming through the bushes. There's 2 toms, and you know, Sean's like can't get to them, and so I couldn't video him, but I couldn't really move without him busting me either, so I just decided to pick up my gun, turn and fire. I shot him once, he tried to fly away. I shot him again, he fell. He had a broken wing and he just kind of sat there, and I tried to get a good video shot of him and get a good shot on him to finish him off. And then Sean shot him, and then I shot him again. And so he tumbled down the road, and here he is, just a awesome tom. Couldn't be happier. That's the start to the 2011 turkey hunt. Now we got Sean and Seth. Hopefully we'll have 2 more gobblers here sometime soon.
Down farther back and farther back.
Yeah, the other one took off down to this one.
Yeah.
It's so weird. You'll be standing here talking all of a sudden. Oh!
Really?
Yeah. I've called in lots and lots of jakes. I've called in toms to 60 yards where I've had to sneak up on them.
That is crazy how coarse that is.
Yeah. That's the first one that I've called in all the way.
That is amazing how coarse it is.
It's a good bird.
I thought we were
Good job.
I thought this was the...
But we got him down, and when I went to pick him up, I was very excited. He's a 9.5-inch beard, Merriam's turkey. 9.5-inch beard's actually real good for this part of the world. The biggest I'd ever seen was an 8.5 from a couple years previous. So I was very, very happy with him, and I was just glad to get that first turkey out of the way.
It's a rush, man. When you get those toms gobbling and coming charging up the hill, and getting all fired up. It's so cool to hear them, moving on you and gobbling and relocating and gobbling. It's awesome. It's a rush. Get your blood pumping.
We're gonna clean them up right now, and usually it'd be easier probably just to breast him out, but we're gonna kind of pluck him, and hopefully he's not too damaged in all the meat because we had to shoot him so many times. But so the next morning, after having chased turkeys around the whole evening previous, heard a lot of gobbles, got on some birds. We kind of stalked some that we had seen crossing the road, tried to chase them into the woods. We had set up, tried to get one out of the roost last part of the evening. We saw some out in fields that we tried to kind of sneak around on, but we never really got a good shot at. So where did he go?
I don't know.
Not there anymore.
Called once and then I didn't see or hear him again. Driving that road, see
Okay. So the next morning, we decided to head back to Jake Land. We knew there were some turkeys still there, and we set up basically exactly where I had shot my turkey the morning before, but just a little bit to the right, so we weren't sitting in all the thick vegetation, just 10-15 yards is all. And this was actually where we were sitting, was on a trail where the turkey I had shot had come up from the meadow. So we set a decoy right at the head of the trail, that right where the meadow ends, and it leads to the trail up to where we were sitting. And we sat for a while. I decided to look down at the decoy and see what I could see, and there's a turkey down there strutting around by the decoy. And I didn't have my camera on, so I started turning it on, and as I was turning the camera on, Sean took a shot. Let's go. You hit him, I think, twice. That's why I kept walking right towards you.
I mean, I freaking pounded him.
Let's go get him.
There's no way.
That was an exciting time. Called in a turkey for Sean. Sean got a good shot at him. Weren't able to find him, but that's hunting, right? It's kind of part of the game sometimes.
The most fun, the part that really felt the best was the fact that we set up our decoys, found a spot that we thought would be good, made some calls, brought a Jake right into the decoy, made a couple good shots at it, hit it hard, but that's hunting. Flew off the ways and we couldn't find it in the trees. It's pretty thick area. So, but it was a great day. We achieved what we set out to achieve. Got Tom, got a Jake. Used our call, used our decoys, and kind of did what we wanted. So we're pretty happy with the results.